Okay. Sean O'Malley thinks he won his fight against Merab.
He for sure did not dominate, and I won that fight.
Just saw his YouTube video today. He thinks he took round number 1, round number 3, and round number 5.
I won the first, third, and 5th round.
And he has a bunch of his buddies with him when he's watching, and his coach, and they're getting really fired up.
He's looking.
Look at you on the machine though, the cardio machine.
And he says something which I can relate to. He says, watch the fight without the commentary.
If you watch it with no commentary.
Oh yeah, watch it, just watch it, turn it off.
And I've seen many fights where the commentators are so biased that it affects your perception of the fight. So we're gonna go back, I'm gonna watch this, I'm gonna show you some highlights of the best moments of the fight, things that I think would have swayed the round, and then we're gonna see, did he in fact do better than we all thought he did? Let's get this going here. Round number 1, I'm just gonna show you guys the highlights, the finer points of each round, not make you watch me sitting here the whole time. The thing though is, if the commentators are gonna be biased in one way, I think it would be towards Sean. He's gotta be the favorite. This was such a weird part of the fight. Merab stops, he's talking to O'Malley's corner, basically telling them off, being like, stop trying to use deception in the fight. It was such a weird moment, something I've never seen before. Like, we're a minute in, O'Malley has landed a couple of crosses to the body. Most shots have been going off the guard, but Merab did just land a head punch. So up to this point, really nobody has the massive advantage. Second minute of the round goes by, O'Malley outstruck him, but just with single shots. I think maybe he landed 3 single shots, nothing devastating, nothing that will by any means be like, okay, the round is going to him unless Merab does something massive. It was a nice punch there though. Definitely snap back the head of Merab at the halfway point in the round, and he gets O'Malley's back, charges forward. There's 2 minutes left in the round, so the question is, what kind of damage does he do? Because yes, he's been losing the round, but not by loads. Some brutal knees to the thigh, while O'Malley has his body just shoved up against the cage, and those are scoring, in my opinion. You might go like, oh, the head trauma, the impact of those 6 or 7 shots that he took are going to outweigh all this, but he's landing some punches from the inside there and got some good knees to the thigh. And there's only 1 minute left in the round now.
Over half of that round.
Yeah, landing all the shots, damaging shots too.
Bro, this first round,
Merab gets another takedown, lands a decent punch beforehand too. O'Malley scrambles back to his feet. Merab pulls for a guillotine, flips over to guillotine in the mount. They're rolling all around. I mean, I think what happens is it's very easy in any instance when you have a favorite fighter, especially when Sean is watching himself and he's noticing what he does, it's very easy to get to that mindset like, yeah, you know what? I'm the person who's winning. But at this point so far, I'm like, okay, that was another good shot for Merab there. I have to assume that right now, Merab is winning this round. Controlled for 2 minutes. Yeah, he took some shots in between, but he's landed his own shots as well.
I literally won that round. That wasn't even that controversial.
Round number 1 for Merab. I don't see how you say otherwise. I mean, it wasn't a blowout, but it also wasn't a clear cut for O'Malley. In my mind, you guys can let me know what you think, because this would be one of the determining rounds. If Merab doesn't take it, yeah, then maybe we have a much closer scorecard than we were led to believe. But I have to go with Merab on that one. I want to let everybody know that my offense course is now available. Strike Ready Assault. You guys can grab it down below. It launches October 7th, but right now you have early bird pricing where you can save 40%. We're going to be covering so many fantastic things in this course. How to take your offense to the next level, not by just dialing in your technique, which is also important. We will touch on that, but really, how do you land more? How do you overcome some fears which might be in your way? How do you really sharpen up your partner drilling? And then finally, we're going to be touching on what makes my style unique and how do I implement it and how can you take pieces of that into your own game. StrikeReadyCombat.com. Check it out, guys. Savings are on for another week. We move in to round number 2. And you know what? I'm not even gonna really bother watching this one because even O'Malley says, you know what? I lost round number 2. He says when he goes into round number 3, he's like, yeah, it's 1-1. So we just skip that and we're jumping straight in to the 3rd round. Another one which Sean is saying he won. As far as I remember when I watched it, I only scored the 5th round for him. But some of the judges did give him round 3, so I'm gonna watch this one really close. First 30 seconds of the fight, nothing really happening. Merab just throwing hands out, just showing that he's a threat, keeping O'Malley moving, trying to make him think about the punches, probably so he can put the emphasis back on the takedown, because that's really where he's had his massive success. Wrapping up the first minute, pretty even. Nothing massive landing, aside from a body cross from O'Malley. O'Malley tries to rush forward a little bit, takes a counter hook on the way in. Merab shoots for that takedown. Doesn't really get it, but then lands some mean shots up against the cage. One little hook, one knee to the head. Merab just dropping weight on top of O'Malley. Has him in some sort of guillotine position and just firing some knees in, again to the thigh. I'm not looking at this like, oh, there's a head knee. Like, it's lots and lots of damage, but it's scoring. It's dominance, it's control. And at this point, we're almost halfway through the round. And this for me is clearly Merab. So O'Malley has some serious comeback stuff to do. Look, we've only got 2 minutes left in this round. And aside from a body cross from Sean early on, I don't think he's done anything else. So he's gonna need something massive. Something massive here. It was an attempted knee up to the head, but it didn't land. I know he did have one really good knee in the fight where he rocked Merab quite a bit, but it wasn't there. Look, there's only 70 seconds left right now. And O'Malley, in my mind, has to do something really big because he is way behind. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't remember anything happening. Okay, there was a nice cross and then a jab up to the head. But I think what's happened is he has blinders on. A little bit. When you watch after, you know, you got, especially somebody at his level, he has so much pride. He should have pride. He's accomplished a lot. But you just give yourself a little too much credit. And while there are positives in that, there are also negatives. Like, what adjustments are you going to make? That was a nice cross there from him though. Down to the last 10 seconds. That was a good punch there. That was a nice knee. Did he rock him? Did he get enough done there? With 2 seconds left? No, you're basing that basically off 4 techniques, whereas Merab had control for quite a while. I don't see how you score that round again. For Sean, it's close. They're close rounds. I'm not gonna say they're not, but watching with no sound, watching very neutral, being like, how does O'Malley win this round? I don't see how he does. And keep in mind, I'm a striker. I usually will look at striking and give that more props, but I don't see it. So does O'Malley have a point? Does he have a point? Did he win round number 1, 3, and 5, which means he should have won the fight, which means he should have been the champion still? No. I think what happened is you get a room, granted it's a small group of people, but you get the right group of people who are firing you up. You're looking at your best, you're not looking at your worst. It's very easy to slip into that mindset where you think you did better than you actually did. Even watching this, again, I didn't watch rounds 2 or round 4 because O'Malley admitted he didn't win those. I don't think he won number 1. I don't think he won number 3. Based on damage, yes, he won number 5, right? He threw that awesome body kick. Merab was noticeably hurt. Outside of that, nah, I don't know. I just think there's too much happening where you're just giving yourself extra credit and you really want that win. I understand it, you really want it, but sometimes you have to come to terms with those losses, just be like, yeah, I didn't do my best, I'll do better next time. And that was his initial reaction after the fight. Very humble, very realistic. Maybe now, not so realistic. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, is there any chance that O'Malley actually did take that fight? And be sure to jump on that Strike Ready offense course, launching in about 2 weeks, but super savings on right now. Early bird discount, 40% off. I will see you guys back here soon for another video.